Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, everybody. Cappers Nation live. Monday night football is here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Monday, the 9th of September. A little later than planned, but we made it. 11:45 on the East Coast, 8:45 on the West Coast. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Karen C. tuning in, thank you. Probably at work listening. Hopefully you don't get in trouble. J. Lisa Reed, good morning. Mr. Mark Blevins, good morning. Brandon Foster, Anthony, good morning. Arturo P., good morning. Eric, what's going on, sir? Sam, good morning. Jeff, Danny Daniels, who dat Bob in the house? Good morning, everybody. It's going to be a great morning. It was a great Sunday. Out of curiosity, did YouTube send out a notification today? I know the last 2 days they did not send out a notification for some reason. I believe they do because I got an email. Frankie Diamond in the house. Good morning, sir. How are you? Tom Weiner, good morning. How's everybody's Monday rolling so far? So far, so good here in the land of Cappers Direct. Just sent out all my personal plays to everybody. So if you're on my personal plays and your account is active, then you have already received my personal plays. Premium plays are posted online. Everything is ready to rock and roll. We're ready for another big winning day. Don't mind me, I'm just emptying my trash can on the computer while chit-chatting with you folks. Monday night football is here. Arturo P's off until Thursday, so it's a good day, absolutely. Steven, how are you, sir? Steven says, good morning, Kyle. Hope all is well with you today. It is fantastic. I am tired. Not because I stayed up, well, I did stay up too late, and I did wake up too early, but fat ass went back into the gym today. So, a little extra tired there, but hey, you know, it is what it is, right? You got to do it. Brandon, you're killing yourself, bud. You're paying for plays and we're winning and you're not making $1 because you're pissing it all away on parlays. Premium plays went 2-1 yesterday. My personal plays went 3-1. And you should be up good. This weekend, you should be up huge. Premium Sunday went 6-1. My personal plays went 6-2. Eight and 2 on premium plays from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And my personal plays were right there with the exact same record, 8 and 2. Steven, I only had time for cardio today. I had a late start. Just cardio today. Get that ticker in shape to keep me alive a little bit longer, to keep tormenting our haters and our trolls and keep putting more money in your guys' pocket. Tomorrow I'll have time for everything. Tom said cashed a nice NFL 7-teamer yesterday and went 4-0-1 in NFL straights. Fantastic. Great. The football hot streak is still alive. Congratulations. So I'm ready for a nap now. To bed early. Up late. Well, no. To bed late, up early. There we go. We had it mixed up. To bed late, up early. And here we are. How did everybody else's Sunday roll? Hopefully you guys all had a good Sunday. Good morning, William. Sad, the only premium play we lost was the one that I gave you guys for free. I hate when that happens. I absolutely hate when that happens. The only damn premium play I lost all day long yesterday was the one we gave you guys for free during Cappers Nation Live. Out of the 3 premium plays, I got to give you guys the loser. I couldn't have gave you the Rams on the money line or laying the 1.5 where the line closed at. Yeah, I'm not that hungry. I did have a bowl. I had a quick bowl of Crispec cereal before I showered. Is it bad that if I go out and eat some bacon and eggs now? Never as KC, what's going on, sir? This new Gatorade Zero is not too bad. Sugar-free. 5 calories per bottle. Too much sodium, though. Way too much sodium. Yes, you do it all the time. Yeah, I'm ready for a nice big bacon and egg and potato breakfast and some toast. Kill those 400 calories that I burned in the gym. Add them right back. Triple. Quick recap of everything that we did on Monday. Sunday. Man, I'm really off today. Quick recap of every single thing that we did on Sunday. LT, good morning. Jeff, you're very welcome, sir. Thank you for tuning in. Fantastic weekend. Yesterday, folks, daily free play. Toronto, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay laying 1.5 on the run line. Minus $1.05 was the juice. Blowout victory. Congratulations to everybody there. What did they win by yesterday? Ended up being 8-3 final score. And Toronto was 8-2 going into the top of the ninth, so that was nice. That was a daily free play, and then obviously during the live show, the only damn premium play I lost was the one I gave you guys for free, so that sucks. Premium plays yesterday, we dropped Buffalo and New York over 41. Considering that them fools only scored 6 first-half points combined, and it was all by the Jets, 6 first-half points, and we were actually close. We actually had a chance to not only ended up being 17-16 final, so we had 33 points. There was definitely a chance going into the fourth quarter, but we needed another score here and there. And if it would have just happened in the first half like it should have happened, it would have been no problem. But unfortunately, it didn't. Take it on the chin like a champion. You move forward, and it's okay. We hit the Rams. We hit the Rams on the money line, minus 125. When I put out my personal plays, the line had already dropped to minus 1.5. Rams were laying 1.5 against Carolina. And I had already seen it that it was minus $1.15 on most books here in Vegas. Five Dimes had minus 1.5, minus $1.10. But the books here in Vegas actually had minus 1.5, minus $1.15. So sometimes when you see those 1.5 or 2-point lines or even a 1-point line, you need to look at the money line to see if there's any financial advantage just to take it on the money line. Because obviously it's easier to win by 1 than it is to win by 2. For instance, take a look at that Jets and Bills game for prime example, okay? But laying a dollar, laying a 115 juice on a 1.5 and having to win by 2, I'd rather just lay $1.25 on the money line and have to win by 1. So, and get it on the money line. So, That's what we ended up doing. And but we advised everybody, if you weren't capable to bet the money line, to just lay the points and you'll be just fine. And that's exactly what we did. And then the last premium play that we had, the Texas Rangers against the Orioles. That was a nice smashing victory yesterday. What did Texas win by? 10? Or, it was 10-4. They put up 10 runs. And this was another thing. They were winning 10-2 going into the bottom of the ninth. They gave up 2 in the ninth inning. So premium plays won again. That's their 5th straight winning days. Guys, if your sports service is burying you and you're actually paying for sports picks and you're not winning, you may want to look at cutting that investment off. If somebody keeps on making excuses, it's the coach's fault, horrible coaching, it's rigged, Vegas this, Vegas that, the odds makers this, the odds makers that. If somebody keeps making excuses and they keep burying you and you keep just getting your ass handed to you, all right, and unless you like being fisted, I would take a look at, cutting that bad investment off, and that way at least you have at least one leg to stand on. And start looking elsewhere. Premium Plays won 5 straight days in a row. Sorry, I was reading a text message. My personal plays have won 9 out of the last 10 days. That one little blemish, we went 1-2. Literally, we've had 9 out of the last 10 days. We're all winning. Either 2-1s, 2-0, or 3-1 days. Not too shabby. Out of the last 10 days, we've swept the board 4 times. We had one day where we went 1-2. We had 3 days where we went 2-1. And we had 2 days where we went 3-1. Now let's see some of these. Robert says, I recommend going and getting Kyle's personal plays till the Super Bowl for only $1,000. Very smart investment. It actually is. It's actually a killer deal, guys. I've got a special on all my personal plays where you can get every single one of the personal plays that I put out between now and the end of the Super Bowl on February 2nd, 2020. And it's $1,000, okay? It's $1,000 for that package, which, to some is a lot of money up front, but you make it back pretty damn quick. But what it ends up doing, it ends up cutting your overall cost down to like $146 a month, I think it was, on average. It ends up being roughly $41 a week. It's up being $41 a week. So, absolutely killer deal to be able to get your price down. And but more importantly, you get to work with me one-on-one directly between now and the Super Bowl at a ridiculously low price. So you guys got to just take a look and see what you're doing. And if whoever's giving you games is just losing for you, I hear it all day long, and it sucks. It's actually bothersome how many people I hear telling me stories. This guy's losing me money. This guy's losing me money. Some guy blew me up on Twitter, sent me this 4.5-page message about 2 names that are pretty predominant on Twitter and on YouTube that they paid. And yeah, they keep giving me free plays, but they can't win, and they just keep burying me more and more and more and more and more and more. And, I paid $150 for, a month of plays. Well, I got news for you. If you paid $150 for an entire month, what's good is never cheap, and what's cheap is never good. All right, we put a lot of time, resources, and energy into what we do, into our contacts, and to people that are on our payrolls in order to be able to deliver winners that we do consistently. Yeah, the Ravens had the over by halftime. That is for sure, Brandon. Alan Mitchell, good morning, sir. Rich, good morning. I see you tuning in. Ty, good morning as well. J. Lisa, Kyle, hi. How much are your personal plays? I'm new to this. Let me know. And what is your email address? My email address is kyle@cappersdirect.com. I'll put it in the comment section. My personal plays, you can get 3 days for $99. You can get 5 days for $250, and you can also get there's a package where you can get a week of them, as well as guaranteed Saturday in the UFC for $250, which is not a bad deal. There's a couple other combo packages that are a little more expensive, and then obviously the best one is where you get all of them until the end of the Super Bowl. That's by far the best one. And if you want to get my personal plays, you just go to this link right here. Let's see. George, Parlay George, Round Robin George is in the house. George is in the jungle. Welcome, buddy. Thank you, LT. I do appreciate it. Oh, you got some shrimp and crabs when I come. Oh, you see, now you're right up my alley. You're right up my alley. David, good morning, sir. I appreciate that, and we'll definitely keep it coming. Justice Kyle, if I get your personal plays for 1K, can I pay weekly? For the 1K deal, no. Unfortunately, it's one lump sum. The reason why they give such a big discount for such a long period of time is because you're paying up front. Aaron, good morning, sir. You already ordered for us? Oh, man. You're killing me. I'm starving. I'm starving already. Titus, good morning once again. Top of the AM to all. Absolutely, Titus. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. First of all, if you guys are new to this channel, which I know most of you are not, but occasionally we get some new people in here, which is absolutely awesome. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Okay, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. That way you get notified each and every single time we drop a video or we go live like this. We got videos. If we drop a video, we've got a free play in it, and you're definitely going to want to participate and make some money in it, all right? So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, tap that little bell next to it. That way you'll get notifications each and every single time we drop a video. Frantia, absolutely. And also, if you guys appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free winning plays 7 days a week, 365 days a year without missing a beat, do us a favor, give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work, because we certainly do when you do it as well. Yeah, I'm definitely starving because of the gym, that's for sure. But the thought of crab and shrimp make it even better. Old Outdoor TV, hello there. Hello, thank you for tuning in. As Alan Mitchell said, and hit the thumbs up. Thank you, we appreciate that. Tomato Alex, good morning. Go Navy. Thanks again for the Navy SEAL Foundation donation promotion picks. Really a very nice program for us donors. Tom, thank you, Tom. I do appreciate that, and it's always a pleasure to be able to do that. I know the donation day, it didn't start out, the way that we wanted it to. I think we went 1-3 that day. It was absolutely horrible. It was our first real losing day. I mean, big losing day in over 45 days. And it sucked, and we went into a hole. We dug a hole the first, 2 or 3 days. But, we stay part of the course. We do what we do. And we dig people out. And we take care of everybody. It doesn't matter if you're, on our premium plays because you made a donation to the Navy SEAL Foundation during a, donation promotion, or if you bought a package, a 3-day package, a month package, a year package. We take care of our own as if it's the same way that we'd want to be treated if we were in your shoes. So it's my pleasure to be able to do that, and probably be one of the only services that not only will continue to give you games, but actually be able to dig you out of the hole, because we actually have somewhat of a clue on what we're doing. Derek Jones, good morning, sir. Winner, chicken dinner. Chris Jordan, who we calling Monday night. Princess Chacho, I almost played the Astros yesterday, but that line was too high. The Astros line was high. So I'm sure we'll have a donation day again here shortly. Not shortly, but in the near future. Because it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy being able to open up a little bit about what we do to people that a lot of people who have never been with us before for the donation day. So, and I mean, to us there's a silver lining to losing right off the bat for everybody that made a big donation to the Navy SEAL Foundation. Is you guys got to see us. One, we dug ourselves out of the hole and got you guys profitable, and two, we never cut you guys off. We took care of you as if we were on the other side. So you guys got to see a little bit about us. Princess Chachi says he's rolling with the Texans plus 6.5 tonight. We're going to start breaking down those games. I'm not going to be live for too long. I know I got a late start. We've been live for 25 minutes already. Really 20 minutes after I was sending out my text to all my clients. Rich says the Raiders. So we're going to be live for a little bit while longer, but, we're going to take a look at NFL as well as Major League Baseball. Oh, yes, the rest of the recap. I forgot my personal plays. I had 4 personal plays yesterday. I usually stick to right around the 2, sometimes 3 average for, plays of my own. There was just a couple games that I couldn't get off of yesterday, and they put money in our pocket. First one being the Kansas City Chiefs, laying 3.5 against Jacksonville. Blowout victory there. St. Louis Cardinals on the run line, laying 1.5. Minus 135 was a juice against the Pittsburgh Pirates. That was a squeaker. We squeaked it in, all right? We squeaked it in, but we got the win. That's all that matters. We got the win. That's all that matters. And then in the NFL, Arizona Cardinals plus 3. Yes, we took the Cardinals plus 3. Which was nice. Fourth quarter comeback. And then the only one that we dropped, and this is the shitty one. This is what sucked about yesterday. We had the Arizona Diamondbacks, plus 115 on the money line. Winning 3-2. Bottom of the 8th. Boom! They let the pesky Reds tie up the game. That one checked me. Bottom of the 9th. They gave up a double to Lorenzen, which knocked in the walk-off winning run in the bottom of the 9th. After leading pretty much the entire game, we were winning 1-0 in the first. They were winning 2-1 in the third. We came back with 2 runs in the 5th, and I thought we had it all the way out. Thought we had a big, clean 4-0 sweep coming, and unfortunately, the bullpen let us down. But hey, it is what it is. You take it on the chin like a champ and you move forward. What are you going to do? Sit here and blame the coaches or Vegas? No. Shit happens. We'll take 3-1 on Sunday, and 3-1 on Saturday, and 2-0 on Friday on my personal plays, and we'll call it an 8-2 weekend. Coincidentally enough, that's exactly what Premium Plays did. If you were on a combo package between Premium Plays and my personal plays, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you went 16-4. 16-4 over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Say what? 16-4? Yes, sir. 16-4. Not too shabby, if you ask me, to be up 12 games. And the only two premium plays that you lost was a minus 110, as well as what was the Friday one? Another minus 110. And then on my personal plays, the only 2 losses the last 2 days was an underdog yesterday And then a minus 110 that Cal and Washington over game. And Wayne, you can get 3 days, $99. You can get a week, including guaranteed Saturday, as well as the UFC for $250. But the best deal rolling is every single one of my personal plays between now and the end of the Super Bowl on February 2nd, 2020. And that's $1,000. That ends up being like $146 a month. Ends up being like $41 a week. Morning, William. Thank you for tuning in. Trent, what's going on, sir? Kyle and Cappers Nation, what's up? Hell of a run, and it's definitely not slowing down today. No, sir, it's not. No, sir, it's not. Yeah, Alan, yeah. That's what one capper would say. Alan says, LOL, yeah, the D-backs players must have been betting the game, and they threw it on purpose. That's... at least that's what one capper we know would say. Damn straight is exactly what he would say. Rich, Cappers Direct takes care of you until you are in the plus. Damn straight we do. And guys, if you jump on board a package and for some reason, it goes south, we understand, in the long run it's gambling. You can't win them all. And we take care of all our clients because long term we'll be successful. You bet with us long term, you will be successful, you will make money. So that's the recap of what we did yesterday and over the weekend, which was a fantastic weekend, by the way. Could have been better. A couple shysters that we should have won. At least for myself personally, I feel we should have been 8-0, but we'll take 6-2. The Cal and Washington game had every chance to go over. Cal was literally 3 inches from putting that game over for us. We missed that one, and obviously the D-backs losing yesterday, or else we would have actually had a 10-0 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday run. Bob G, good morning, sir. Tom, it should. You would think it would. Tom says, knowing that you backed the promotion after initial failure by continuing to provide excellent premium picks that resulted ultimately in a winning end result should really get everyone participating. You would think it would, but, a lot don't, but it's okay. I don't do the donation day for that reason. Yeah, it's great to be able to show off what we do, and yeah, we do get new clients from it. But ultimately, it's to raise money for an amazing cause. Aaron says, I'm calling the Astros World Series. Yanks a close second. Titus says, I definitely don't see it slowing down. As a matter of fact, it's speeding up. They're going to give Kyle a speeding ticket. Even that won't slow us down, Titus. The speeding ticket will not slow us down. That is a fact. Alrighty. You know what it's time for? It's time for some NFL Monday Night Football talk. That's what it's time for. Third time the charm. Dodgers this year. Glenn, it's always my pleasure, buddy. It'll probably be a close affair, Steven. Prantia says, if the Ravens did that to the Dolphins yesterday, what are the Patriots with Antonio Brown going to do to them next week? Historically, the Dolphins generally play them tough, but we'll see. They're probably going to blow them out just like they did the Steelers in dominating fashion. I can't believe how many people were on the Steelers yesterday. Yeah, Hanley Jensen is he's losing his status there in Los Angeles. Wouldn't be surprised that if he doesn't have a good postseason and finish the year out right, that if you find him not in Los Angeles next year, or if you do, he's no longer that ninth inning closer. Thought I was going to say the barbershop. We'll be in the barbershop tomorrow, guys. We'll be live again tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we'll be live a little bit earlier than planned. We'll be live where we're planning it at, between 7:30 and 8, so 10:30 and 11 we'll be live. I'll get my little new routine and my new schedule back up and running. We'll get it dialed in. Mr. Grover, what's going on, sir? Says the line on the Patriots is minus 16.5. Woo-hoo! Hold on one second, guys. Trent, I will definitely do that, buddy. No problem. Who Dat Bob's heading to the tailgate for the Saints game in a little. Come by LT and Danny. I am jealous. I wish I could be there with you guys this week. Yeah, Nick Foles is out for the season. Nick Foles is out for the season. Poor fella. All right, guys. 2 games on the board today. We're going to go over them really quickly. Going to get you guys on something for free. Put you guys some extra money in your pocket. Let's take a look at the first of 2 Monday Night Football games. You're very welcome, Trent. LT, yeah, but they got insurance on that stuff. If he gets hurt, they've got insurance. That's what they got insurance on all the players' salaries. I will be there. Man, I can't wait. That's actually going to be a good time. Saturday and Sunday football games with my fat ass in New Orleans. Auburn and LSU that Saturday, and then the Cardinals and the Saints. I'm actually pretty stoked I'll be able to see Kyler Murray play, assuming that he's healthy and not injured, against the Saints, against your guys' the Saints. I'm actually looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait. Absolutely, I can't wait. LT says, who dat, Bob? I already ordered shrimp and crabs for October 20th. Oh, it's going to be great. Arturo P, yes, I'm going to be there the 25th through the 28th for the Saints game, courtesy of the MGM properties here are sending a handful of us there. So I will be there for the Saints game. I'm going to tailgate with our buddies. We're probably going to I'll definitely have to go live from the tailgate party. And I'm also going to go to the Auburn and LSU game the day before. Karen C. Arturo, I want into how much tickets? But I will be there. Karen C., you're going to go to New Orleans too? We're going to have a whole Cappers Nation crew there. Calvin Scott's going to be crazy. I can't wait. Calvin, you go to the games and the tailgate? Are you local? Come on out. We'll crash Who Dat Bob's tailgate and LT's tailgate parties. LT, I can pitch in too. I can help out. You're in Mississippi. They're going to have me staying in Biloxi. I don't know how far away that is. I know they provide transportation, but since I'm going to go there early to the game, I'll probably end up just renting a car or something. 1 hour from there, nice. Okay, that's not bad. That's what everybody was saying the other day. Come on, tell me Parlay George is in the area. Well, we're all going to have to do something. It's going to be a great time. And I'm actually... I appreciate it, LT. You know, I've driven through your guys' state. I've actually stayed overnight in some hotels back when I was fishing and traveling the country, going from tournament to tournament years ago. But I've never been able to stay or go to a football game. So, the chat's full of who-dats. Oh, Greg, good deal. I appreciate it. I'll be there. I don't know what hotel that they were putting me up in. I think they've got a property there, or they're partnered with one of the local casinos or something. I don't know. But I will be there, and I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. It's on the schedule. Matter of fact, I'm going to be booking my airfare later today. Any recommendations on flying into Biloxi? Or am I better off flying in somewhere else and renting a car? Minor League Baseball, the Shuckers have a stadium across from the... Okay. I wonder if they're playing that Friday night. I could do a minor league baseball game. Then an LSU and Auburn game, then the States game. Come on down, Greg. I'll be there. Mike Roth, what's going on? Flying to New Orleans and drive? Okay, I'll do that. I was looking. I was looking at flights into Biloxi, and I mean, it was like one flight a day that flew direct without having to stop with like a 9-hour layover. I'm like, man, I'd like to get there at like, you know, a normal time. Better to fly into New Orleans. Okay, that's what we'll do. I will book it. It's going to be booked. Going to be a great time. I can't wait. This is going to be a blast. This is going to be a blast. I'm actually multitasking, looking up airfare. Hold on one second, guys. That's a busy day to fly there. I'm looking at flights right now. That is a busy day to fly there. Hot diggity dog. Yahoo. Absolutely, Arturo. I'll definitely be there. I'll be there every night. Friday, Saturday, and maybe not Sunday night. We'll see. All right, guys, taking a look at the very first game on the board. Game 479 and 480. Houston Texans, New Orleans Saints. 7:10 Eastern Time game on ESPN. Game number 1 of a double-heading Monday night football game. How cool is that we get 2 to start the year today? Don't get any better than that. It don't get any better than that. Popping up the odds, getting all that good information for you guys. Line on the game opened up. Saints laying 9 was the opening number. All right, it is now down to 6.5 minus $1.10. or 7 at even money, depending on where you're looking. Like the MGM properties have it at 7 at even money, excuse me. But yet their damn mobile app has it at 6.5, and that's one of the reasons why I'm high on the new Play MGM mobile app. Is the odds there are absolutely awesome. William Hill has it at 7 minus even money. The Westgate everywhere else has it at 6.5. 5 Dimes has it at 6.5. Total on that game, guys, opened up at 54. It's down 1.5, down to 52.5. However, the D Casino holding strong. It's actually been there all morning long, which actually kind of surprised me. I thought they'd bump it up as well. It's at 52 at the D Casino, 52.5 just about everywhere else. Alan Mitchell, you just reminded me, Kyle, I have to book my flight to LA for the Spence Jr. Porter fight. Don't forget to book your tickets. Mondays have gotten a lot better with 2 games. Absolutely, I agree. Texans, guys, a plus 3,000 to win the Super Bowl. All right, a plus 3,000 to win the Super Bowl. Their win total is set at 8 over minus $1.30. The under is plus 110. The Saints are plus 1,050 to win the Super Bowl, so a fairly big favorite to win the Super Bowl this year. Win total is set at 9 over and under. Over and under 9. The over is minus $1.15. The under is minus 105. Vegas predicting that their win total end up being 9 exactly. Get a King, one of my favorite cappers. Salute. Thank you, sir. Now the Saints, guys, home team, number 480. Went 14-4 last year straight up. Against the spread, they went 10-8. Over and under, they went 7-11 on the overs. All right, they went 7-11 on the overs. The Texans went 11-6 straight up, 7-7-3 against the spread, and 7-10 on the over. All right, 7-10 on the overs. Both teams had a lot more unders than they did overs, which is very surprising for such a high-profile and high-scoring team like the Saints. However, when you get totals that are in the 50s, I exercise caution anytime the totals get into the 50s. That is for sure. That is for sure. Give me 1 second, folks. One second. Give me 1 quick second, folks. I'm almost done. Okay, I am back. Do apologize. Taking a look at last year's numbers, all right, last year's season numbers. The Texans averaged putting up 125 yards on the ground on offense and 235 yards in the air. They averaged scoring 24.1 points per game. Then you've got the Saints. They were averaging 123 yards in the air, 123 yards on the ground, 254 in the air, averaging 7.6 yards per pass. They also averaged 30.4 points scored per game. And it's one of the reasons why the total opened up exactly where it did. Okay. On the defensive side of things, Houston held teams to 90 yards rushing. The Saints, 78 on average. Okay. Passing, Texans allowed averaging 258 yards in the air. The Saints, 267. So both teams great defending the run. However, the air game was, they were able to be picked apart quite often. The average Saints average giving up 21.8 points per game to opposing offenses, whereas it was 19.8 for the Texans. The Saints guys are 7-0 against the spread, revenging a loss. All right. Now, the last time they lost to the Texans, last time they played the Texans was 2015. So I don't really take a look at it as a revenging a loss situation. That's for sure. Houston, 9-22. 9-22 against the spread since 2000. On the road with more than 6 days rest. Ryan, what's going on, sir? LT says a blowout tonight. Who dat Bob tonight? So let's get crunk. I think that's the one that I've driven over, Karen. Pretty sure it is. Get a King says, I feel like Watson's going to get sacked 3 times tonight. I'm going to have to say probably at least 3 times tonight, although he is pretty mobile. The Saints guys 7-0-1 on the over. Their last 8 games at home versus the AFC South. Seven, 0-1 on the over whenever they're playing the AFC South. Now, the head-to-head matchup, the favorites are 4-0 straight up and against the spread the last 4 times these two teams have met. However, they don't meet very often. 2015, 2011, twice in 2011, and then once in 2003. Okay? Houston won the last one, 24-6. Back in 2011, the Saints got them 40-33. Game that, one thing that you notice, the last 3 times these teams met, the totals are roughly the same, 50, 51, and 51. Okay? And here we are with 52.5 today. Ryan says the Saints are going to take care of business just like New England did. And let me tell you, New England did. It was a great time. It was a great time watching that game. Taking a look ahead, taking a look at these two teams. Drew Brees, guys, he's a plus 1,050 to win the MVP. It's no doubt about it. The Saints are one of the public teams, public hot teams to win the Super Bowl this year, especially after getting hosed last year. Yes, we all got hosed, and I know everybody wants to forget about it, but it happened. All right, it happened. That's a fact. The fact that this line has dropped a point is very interesting to me. The fact that it opened up at 7.5, it quickly went to 7, and here they are at 6.5. Okay. Taking a look. I want to take a look at some money aspects on this game. Hold on one second. Taking a look at the percentages of who's betting what and where. Okay, 63% of all against the spread bets coming in on the Saints. 63% of all against the spread laying to 6.5, all coming in on the Saints. 53% of money line bets coming in on the Texans on the money line. Total the over and under. 67% on the over, 33% on the under. Okay. Make sure I was reading the right game. Never mind. Scratch all that shit. Scratch all that shit. I was reading the wrong game. Wasn't paying any attention. I do apologize. Most of it was correct. 63% of all against spread bets are coming in on the Saints, just 37% on the Texans. The money line where I was reading was correct. 53% of all money line backers rolling with the Texans. And when it comes to the over, I was off by a few percent. 65% of all over and under bettors are all rolling on the over. 35% on the under. Who dat Bob? I did forget, and I will. I'll do that today. Send me a text message after the show. Sam Hernandez says, let's show a little appreciation that Kyle and Cap Nation hit the thumbs up. 76 people in here. I see 27 thumbs up. You probably just got to hit the refresh button, but we do appreciate it when you guys do. Definitely appreciate it when you guys do. Not required to, but we appreciate it when you guys do. Good morning, Jerry. How are you, sir? Don't forget Tunzel and Kenny Stills are on the Dolphins, or from the Dolphins, are on the Texans now. Which was one of the reasons why that line dropped. It wasn't because the Sharps were betting Houston to drop it down a point. How about Odell Beckham Jr. wearing a $350,000 watch during the game? I did read something that the NFL was going to talk to him about that, but obviously it's probably not against league policy. They're probably going to ask him not to, I would imagine. All right, guys, let's take a look at the next game because I do have to get out of here very short. I'm actually 30 minutes late already, but it's okay. It's okay, so we'll run through the next one really quickly. Next one on the list. Denver Broncos and the Antonio Brown-less Oakland Raiders game 481-482. For everybody that was hiding under a rock this last weekend, Antonio Brown was released from the Raiders, and we called it on Saturday morning's show that he would be signing with the New England Patriots, that the Patriots would love to have him, and sure enough, he did. 6 hours later. All right, taking a look at the money and the odds on this game, game 481-482. Oakland, crazy, opened up as a 3-point home favorite for Monday Night Football. That line has quickly did a complete flip-flop with the circus in Oakland. All right, they are now getting plus 2.5. Denver is now the road favorite, laying 2.5. The total opened up at 43. It's down to 42.5. Taking a look at the money aspect of this game. 64% of all against the spread bettors are laying the 2.5 points on the Denver Broncos. Just 36% of the money rolling in are saying Oakland. When it comes to the money line, 78% are rolling with the money line on the Denver Broncos, as well as 67% of all backers on the over and unders are rolling with the over. 67% on the over, just 33% on the under. Ryan says the Pats will straighten out Antonio Brown just like they did with Randy Moss. No doubt about it. He's actually going to have... You know, the guy is one of the hardest working football players in the NFL. And I think when that's your pedigree and you're used to winning and being on a winning team, and then you start, your team starts fading out like it did with the Steelers and the drama with Le'Veon Bell, and then you want out. So he got his way out. Unfortunately, the Patriots weren't going to let him out and go to the a championship-winning team, so they shipped his ass off to Oakland. He went to Oakland, put on a smile on his face, and we all know how it went in Oakland for the last 6 months preparing for the season. Got into a spat, saw he was getting fined, figured out he could probably get away to get released. Now there's a report that he orchestrated it all. He hired a social media company to come in and help him push an early exit. Johnny K says a report came out this morning that Antonio Brown recorded Gruden on the phone without his permission. That is against California law. Johnny K, it all depends where John Gruden is. I mean, not where John Gruden was, where Antonio Brown was. There's many states that are one-party consent, and that allows one of the parties, which could have been AB, he could have gave his consent, which Gruden wouldn't have to. Oh, yeah, somebody's definitely producing the videos, no doubt about it. They were just too timely filmed, edited, and put on social media with the quality of video. So depending on where he was, he could have had every right to record that call. You got to remember, guys, Hard Knocks all summer long featured the Oakland Raiders. They're coming off a 3-1 preseason. They have a win total of 6. Okay, they're a plus 7,500 to win the Super Bowl. They have a win total of 6. A lot of sharps are predicting that they go 5-10 this year, or worse. The total hasn't really moved much on this game. You've got the Broncos, who are plus 6,000 to win the Super Bowl. They've got a win total of 7 this year. Over and the over and under win total. Over is minus $1.15. The under was 105. Ryan says if they win the Super Bowl, you'll shave your legs. Who? New England? Or the Raiders? Taking a look at their 2018 numbers. Last year's numbers, guys. Denver averaged just 119 yards per game rushing, 231 yards in the air, where the Raiders were averaging 102 yards on the ground and 234 yards passing. However, they were only averaging 18.1 points per game, whereas Denver also very, very similar, averaged 20.6 points per game. On the defensive side of things, the Denver Broncos were averaging giving up 120 yards per game on the ground, 246 in the air, and they were giving up 21.8 points per game. Very similar numbers on the defensive side of things. The Raiders gave up 241 yards on average passing the ball and 141 yards on the ground. And although their points given up per game average was a little higher, a little over a touchdown and touchdown higher at 29.2 points per game on average. All right. Denver 15-10 against the spread the last 25 games on the road with more than 6 days rest. Oakland 9-24-1 since 2000 at home versus an opponent who's got rest. All right, and then Denver's 13-2 on the under in conference play. Prantia, does New England save enough cap space purposely to sign these guys that suddenly become available? You know, a lot of people want to knock them, but because it's New England, they got to be the smartest team in the NFL. They got to be the smartest team in the NFL. And it's why they keep winning championships and at least making it there. KC will have something to say about that. I don't know. Until Andy Reid could actually get there and win something, I'm going to say otherwise. My personal opinion. I don't think it wasn't about money because he signed for $15 million and 10 of it's guaranteed. You know, so I don't think it was about money. He wants to play on a championship-winning team. So I heard the Browns were interested. I heard there was quite a few different teams that were interested from the report that I read. But it was a no-brainer. He was going to the Patriots. He didn't even wait around to get offers from other teams. Ryan, Andy Reid will be lucky enough to win a divisional round. That's true. Titus, I hope he's talking about KFC chicken. Hey, I'm a Church's and a Popeye's chicken fan. Not a Chick-fil-A or a KFC. It's all about the rings. And Antonio Brown. I beg to differ, Leon. You might want to call him a cancer because he's a prima donna. He's a superstar. He's a superstar. And if that's the case, then every superstar is a cancer to any team that demands perfection and excellence from not only the other players around him, but the coaches and the management himself. So to call him a cancer to any team, I beg to differ on that one. Really do. Beg to differ. He's actually a smart individual. And he got where he ultimately wanted to go. He wanted out of Pittsburgh and wanted to get on a winning program. Pittsburgh is not a winning program. Until they get rid of their coach and get some structure there, they're not a winning program. He got lucky to get out. Unfortunately, the Steelers weren't going to send him to a winning program. They're going to say, you want out? Okay, you're going to Oakland. Worst team in the league. You want the spotlight? That's fine. We'll send you to Oakland. And he worked his way out of Oakland. He didn't harm nobody in Oakland. All he did was get them more publicity. So to say he's a cancer to any team, I can't see how he cancered up Oakland. I can't see how he brought any cancer to Oakland, how he did them any harm. You can't say he wasted their practices because the sucker never showed up. So to say he's a cancer to any team, I think you're wrong. In my personal opinion. And the people that were saying CTE and his head was nuts, no, the guy had a plan. He wanted out of Pittsburgh and he wanted to get to a winning program. Which meant he had to get out of Oakland first so he could get to a winning program. So, here they are. Well, yeah, not the first time. Hey, I could be wrong. He may be the biggest distraction, and he may be the biggest cancer to the Patriots. The Patriots may cut him. Mark my words, they may. You never know. I may be wrong, too. But in my personal opinion, I don't think he's a cancer to a team. I think he's... he's a very smart individual. So I think he's a very, very, very smart individual that knew where he wanted to go and what he needed to do to get there. And he has some very smart individuals around him that helped orchestrate it with the perfect timing. And here he is. You'll see him next week. You'll see him next week. Any team in the league would have been lucky to have Antonio Brown. Any team in the league. And I think you see a whole different side of him because he's where he wants to be now. He's with a team that lives and breathes winning and excellence. Tony Ricciuti, I got crushed yesterday by another capper, and you know who it is, Kyle. I have no idea who it is, but no need to say it here because it's not me and it's not us. So I don't know why people keep dealing with clowns that all they do is lose and all they do is keep burying people. You think people would learn? All they got to do is go read people's YouTube community posts and see who blames coaches and referees and players for their losses and can't own up to it themselves. And why anybody would ever pay them and continue to pay them is beyond me. We don't win every day. We're not perfect by any means. We're not perfect by any means. We go on losing streaks, but one thing that we actually do is we actually bail people out. Ryan, you would have bought an AB Chicago jersey if he went there. I'm not a Patriots fan by any means. I'm a fan of whoever we're making money off of. But I might just go get an AB Patriots jersey for the hell of it, just because. I'm an Antonio Brown fan. But then again, I'm a Juju Smith-Schuster fan too, because he's coming from USC. Just like I'm a Sam Darnold fan for the Jets. Titus, it doesn't matter who it is. It could have been Bozo. Well, it was. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. I know, LT. No need to even talk about him here. No need to even mention him over here. Aaron says Tom Brady probably paid him the $15 million of his own money to make up that $15 million with the Raiders. But I will tell you this, though. Tom Brady did come out and offer AB to stay at his house with his wife and his kids until he gets settled there in New England. Big Dave Mall in the house says, I don't get it either, Kyle. I just don't. Yeah, we'll save all that for the barbershop talk, Tony. We'll be in the barbershop tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, guys, we're going to be in the barbershop live, an early barbershop cut session, probably between 7:30 and 8 a.m. Eastern time. Excuse me, whoa. 7:30 and 8 a.m. Pacific time, 10:30 and 11 Eastern time. We'll be live in the barbershop. And Tony, you're already on our premium plays. You went 6-1 Saturday and Sunday, 8-2. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No reason to go throw it all away. Titus says, "Wow, that was cool of Brady to offer him a place to stay." I think he did it with Josh Gordon too. And matter of fact, I think Gordon was actually living with him for a while. Going to practice with him, traveling, going into work with him on a daily basis. Tom Brady will take care of his players because they take care of him. So imagine, when's the last time Tom Brady has had an Antonio Brown caliber receiver? Tom Brady has made receivers a ton of money. But when has one came in and been on the level of Antonio Brown? His first touchdown was to Gordon. When's the last time? Can anybody name one? Besides Josh Gordon. Gordon's good, but he's a liability because of his drug use. Not since Randy Moss. But they got Randy Moss towards the tail end of his career. Imagine if they got him earlier. Brown, a 9-year veteran. Slots and tight ends mainly, absolutely. Aaron says Cappers Direct is a winning program. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate that. Arturo P agrees. But now just between having Gordon and Antonio Brown, as well as what is this? Yeah, I get a text message from William. Antonio Brown doesn't have a mental state. That was all pre-orchestrated so he can get out of Oakland. And the fact that, New England's got Philip Dorsett, who absolutely idolizes Antonio Brown. Uh-oh. Watch out. Watch out. So, I did post on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I posted actually a very classy video from John Gruden after the game, or in an interview just yesterday. A very classy interview about the exit of Antonio Brown. I posted it on my Twitter. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you better at Cap Nation Pal. I just posted a link to it. Saturday, I gave out 4-0 free picks on Twitter. I didn't give out any free picks yesterday on Twitter. When I was done filming yesterday, ran into some hurdles and got a little busy. Titus says the Patriots are going to have the number 1 defense. I actually look forward to seeing the Patriots. And I'm not a big Patriots fan by any means, but I'm a fan of their owner. Obviously a fan of their quarterback and the way they manage the team. They definitely do. They do shit right. That's for sure. That is for sure. The little man in New England, Julian Edelman. Is what Anthony says. He had 6 catches for 83 yards yesterday. Burkhead had 5. White had 5. Philip Dorsett had 4 for 95 yards. Gordon had 3 for 73 yards. Nick Newton, you said you had the most points in the league. Very nice. Speaking of our survivor pool, I think we're down to 35 now. A lot of us had either the Ravens or the Seahawks. Don't forget to make your weekly selections. Don't forget, guys, you can get 3 days of our premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays for just $99. Here's all the information that you need to know, as well as all of my personal plays, which is the best bang for your dollar between now and the end of the Super Bowl on February 2nd for $1,000. Ends up being like $41 a week. All right, guys, time to get you guys on a free play. Going to get you guys on a football play. Exactly, Randy Moss. Honestly, Aaron, I didn't even check. I know my big money one that I played with some old fishing buddies of mine, I do believe I lost by like 5 or 6 points. Unfortunately, Tony, it's not Burger King. It's not Burger King, so you don't get it your way. But I've got an NFL play for everybody today. But it'll be a nice winner. You already have 3 premium plays you can go and hammer. Hey, Tony, You had dinner with, hold on. We'll make it official. Hold on. This is like worthy of barbershop, so we'll put us in the barbershop. You said you had dinner with old, my buddy the sociopath the other night, right? And then he buries you yesterday? Ask him to go to dinner with you tonight. See if he'll show up to dinner tonight after he buried you. There you go. See if he'll show up to dinner tonight after he buried you. Tell him to come over to your dealership. No English? Love ya. All right, guys. Free play time. Free play time. Actually, I enjoyed our little talk today about the NFL and Antonio Brown and the Raiders and the Patriots, and it was a good time. Went well over what I was planning on. I was planning on doing just a quick 30-minute show. We went over 50 minutes, but that's okay. That is okay. All right, let me just double-check the odds, guys, make sure nothing has changed, which it shouldn't have, because we were just discussing this one. Houston and New Orleans. Houston and New Orleans. Definitely went back and forth on the total of this game for a while. And went back and forth from the over, the under, the over, the under. But we've got it locked in. We've got it dialed in. Definitely expect this one to be a high-scoring game, especially with the Saints, the chip on their shoulder. Drew Brees ain't going to be letting up. Don't forget the Saints, 7-0-1 when they're playing the AFC South on the over. And Beans Boy, I've bet the under on Drew Brees quite a few times. And I've been very successful when we've taken the under. But in my personal opinion, this is an overplay here. And that's what we're rolling with. Houston and New Orleans over 52.5. I expect it to be a good game. Expect Brees to be on his A game and pass for over 300 yards. And he'll keep up with the high-flying Deshaun Watson. The Denver game, that's part of my personal plays. The other side of this game is part of our premium plays, which you guys can get 3 days for $99. No LT, that's one of our consensus plays today. But consensus plays, just because they're consensus plays doesn't mean they win. They've actually been red hot. I've actually been losing when I give you guys a premium play or a personal play during the live show. I've actually been losing it. We've been winning the consensus play. So don't be afraid to bet it. It's definitely a good game. Definitely a good bet. And I bet it. So if I'm betting it, you guys should be betting it. Yeah, it's not a bad deal. You can get 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays for $99. It's not a bad deal. We always make sure to guarantee that you make money. It doesn't matter if you buy a 3-day package, a week package, a month package, or that big package. We're going to make sure that you're successful and that you're turning a profit and that you're making money. So To everybody that's new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. That way you get notified each and every single time we drop a video. It doesn't matter if it's a free play video. Speaking of free play videos, I have a free play video that is out there. If you guys want it, it does have a Major League Baseball free play in it. If you know what that free play is, please don't post it in the live chat because that's the reason why we have the video. But there's a Major League Baseball free play in there, so we've got 2 free plays out to you guys today. And it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great winning day for everybody. And let's make some money and do us a favor. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out the door, guys. All right, great little show today. We'll be back live tomorrow morning for a barbershop session. We will be in the barbershop like we are now, which I'm leaving. But we'll be in the barbershop all morning long tomorrow. And sometimes it gets a little rowdy in the barbershop. So it's definitely going to be a good time tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune in live. And it'll be a great time. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. And we'll see you guys all soon. We'll see you guys later. Thanks, guys.